make sure that you sign in before leaving today. All right, let's get started. My name is Candy Alvarado. I am the Prevention and Education Specialist. I'm here with Office of Equity and Compliance. We oversee Title IX. You're here today to do your Title IX training. I know everybody in here did the Title IX training online, right? Okay, because you know if you don't do it, you get a hold on your account. So make sure you do that Title IX training online. Today is a supplemental training, but I promise you that it looks nothing like the online training. It's going to be interactive. You're going to see a live performance. It's going to be fun. How many of you have ever seen Peer Praxis before? First time? Oh, we have a lot of newbies, Kelly. All right, well, you're in for a treat. It's going to be a fun night. I just want to remind you that, with the Office of Equity and Compliance, we oversee all Title IX issues dealing with sexual harassment, discrimination, retaliation, stalking, any of those issues, please report to our office. Today, the content that you will be seeing will be a little bit on the sensitive side. So if you feel the need to excuse yourself, please do so. I will stick around after the training. If you need to speak to any of us, please feel free to do so. But without further ado, I'll check in after the training to kind of review a few points, but I don't want to delay it anymore. I'm going to introduce you to Kelly from Peer Praxis. She's amazing. Oh, wait, I'm not introducing you to Kelly. I'm going to pass on the mic to our fabulous cast here who's from Peer Praxis so they can introduce themselves.
Thank you. Thanks so much.
Thank you so much, and hello everybody. We are Peer Praxis. We are a social theater group dedicated to cultural change. My name is Chris Marr. That's Yasser. He's over there.
Hi, I'm Micah.
Absolutely. Friends, thank you so much for joining us today. Yes, my name is Yasser.
Yes. What makes us different is uniquely mentioned in our name, Praxis. Now, Praxis is the link between the theory and the practice. We are bringing all the theory and the research. You guys are going to bring the ideas and the practice, and together we're going to create something completely original, you will see.
Yeah. So, as you guys heard, we're going to be dealing with subjects surrounding Title IX today. So it's sensitive subject matter. So on that note, we already identified Candy. Do we have any other resources here in the room, or is it just Candy today? Just Candy. Awesome. So, yeah, if you have any reason to talk to her after this, please do. And we also want you to know that us and our whole team here, we're all trained victim advocates as well. So if you have anything to talk about surrounding these sort of issues, please feel free to talk to us. Or if you just want to chat, we're here for you as well.
Absolutely. So up on stage today, you're going to see one very specific instance of this kind of story play out. That is not to say that this is all encompassing by any means. Unfortunately, sexual assault can look like a million different things. Anybody, regardless of gender, of class, of age, of whether you're an athlete, whether you're not an athlete, anybody can perpetrate sexual assault. Anybody can be a victim or a survivor of sexual assault. We're just going to portray one of those instances. Obviously, as Micah said, this is a very sensitive topic, so we are going to treat this material and all of you with as much respect as we possibly can. That includes not showing any violence on stage here today. We don't want to trigger any reactions that we don't have to. That being said, we also ask that you have the same respect for us up on stage as well as to all of each other. We want you to engage, we want to have an open conversation, an open dialogue with all of you, but we also want to make sure this information gets portrayed effectively and efficiently. So with that in mind, we're going to go ahead and get our first scene started. All you need to know is that our three characters, again, Yasser, Chrismar, Micah, the three of us are all friends. We're hanging out at a party at Chrismar's place. And really, I think that's all you really need to know to get this started. So with that in mind, I have the easiest question of the night for you all. Are you ready for a show? Yeah, I think we can do even better than that. I know it's first day back, but are we ready for a show? Yeah! All right, let's do it. Actors, let's get started.
You know what that means? You gotta take your shirt off!
We're not playing strip poker! And that's not even an ace, you're pathetic.
Come on, you can't blame a guy for trying.
Dude, Micah, chill. Stop being weird about it, man. Here's what I'm sorry about it.
How's that weird? You're fine, right? She's fine.
I'm fine even if you cheat.
Oh man, that's why I like you, Chrismar. You know how to keep the party going. You can hang with the boys without being, dramatic about it.
Yeah.
Speaking of, are You single?
Oh, yeah, Christmas is single. She's still in her Tinder era.
I deleted Tinder, thank you very much.
Really? Congratulations. So what's the story this time?
It's not a story. Because I have so many stories at this point, it's like a novel.
Practically a library.
Yeah. It's just every guy I dated was like an absolute clown.
Okay.
I once had this one guy
Yeah.
take me to Starbucks. Starbucks on a date, mind you.
Okay.
Not even because I like coffee, but because he forgot my name and he wanted to see what they wrote on my cup. That's like,
I don't want to say it. I really don't want to say
don't
it.
say it.
That's really smart.
That's genius!
Like, just ask me
How
my
many
name.
times have I forgotten a girl's name? That's going right in the playroom. Are you kidding me? You had to respect the game. Whatever. You know, that's a pretty good story, but it doesn't really matter because I definitely got you beat.
What happened to you?
Okay, so I went on a date with a girl from Tinder.
Right.
We decided to go to dinner. I chose a pretty nice restaurant. I thought it was being cool in that way. And she shows up with her pet rat.
I'm sorry, back all the way up.
I think I drank too much.
No. You heard me exactly right. She came into the restaurant, inside of the eating establishment, with a rat on her shoulder.
Is that
She ate with it the whole time. I couldn't. It was like making eye contact with me. I think it was trying to seduce me. But no, get it. After all of this, after we eat dinner, after we do the whole thing, she's the goal to ask me to go home with her.
Oh, that.
Ew.
Hold on, dude. Did you?
Mouse gotta get his cheese. I wanted to see if there's some ratatouille stuff going on in the bedroom.
That's crazy. Okay, the only thing I'm getting from all of that is you got problems and the apps suck.
Preach. The apps do suck though. They are the worst. I swear you have to like talk with girls for months and months and months before you even get to meet up with them. I'm like,
Okay.
who's got the patience?
Shake, so we're trying to make sure you're not like a serial killer.
Yeah, strange man on
All
the
right,
internet.
all right, that's fair enough. No, I get that, but it's like, I mean, seriously, I don't even know if there's a point any longer. Dating off of Tinder is like ordering from Temu, okay? It takes forever to get to you, and when it finally does, it's twice the size and half the quality of the pictures online.
I'm sorry about my friend.
Yeah, I hope that's not all the shots of Fireball talking.
You guys seriously is offended by that? Oh my god. So
Oh,
sensitive.
dude, I don't know if you caught the time, man. We got an 8 a.m. in the morning. We should probably get going.
Yeah, I don't know if I'm gonna make it to that one.
Whatever. We should go, bro. We should go.
You better not be driving.
I had like 2 weeks.
Says the guy that's still holding a cup in his hand.
Okay, whatever.
Like, call a lift, please.
I will,
Alright,
I will.
mine's empty too. And what time is it?
Late.
Ooh, that's weird. My sister's calling me.
Oh?
Can you guys?
Yeah, you
do-
got that.
Yeah,
we'll show
I'll see you
tomorrow.
tomorrow. Yeah, okay, bye.
You want to split a lift, save some money?
Oh, bro, with you? Absolutely not. I'm good.
What? Why not?
Dude, literally last week you puked all over an Uber. I'm not trying to get banned from Lyft, too.
All right, a guy makes one mistake and suddenly judge him for life?
Yeah, kind of.
Fine. I'll just stay here. I'll shoot my shot with Chris Mark.
Good luck with it.
I'm serious. She's been eyeing me all night, bro.
Bro, no, she has not. I don't know what you're seeing.
She has. What are you seeing?
Okay,
bro?
dude, just let it go. Just grab your lift and go home. You know how you get when you're drunk, right?
How I get when I'm drunk? What does that mean?
You know, you get like a little pushy or aggressive or whatever when you're drunk. It's whatever. Just go home.
Yes, sir. I thought we were boys.
Dude, we are.
Then why are you trying to cock block me right now?
Wow. Okay. No, I'm not trying to do that. It's just Prisma's my friend, and she's not like that. So I just want to.
This is wild. Some men who have an issue with me being aggressive, but when the boys were giving you crap in the locker room, that was all good that I came and got your back. No issue with it then, huh?
I didn't want to. I'm not trying to say anything like that. I'm just saying that, like.
Regardless, we both know that if I want to stay, you're not the guy that's going to get me to go.
That's actually my car. So I gotta.
Oh, cool, man. It was fun tonight.
Yeah, just you do you, man. Just be cool.
Get home safe. Send me a text.
Yeah.
Hey! Everything okay with sis?
Yeah, she was just drunk dialing me. Where's Yasser?
Oh, his lift just got here. I asked if he wanted to split one, but he didn't want to. So I'm just gonna make another drink and then I'll call mine. Is that cool?
Yeah.
Can I make you one?
It's pretty late. I don't want to.
Oh, come on. It's not like you have anywhere to go tonight.
I have an 8 a.m. class.
Oh, you have an 8 a.m. class. One more drink isn't gonna hurt. Come on. Don't make me drink alone. This is so lame.
Okay, one drink.
One drink. Let's go. Cheers.
Cheers.
And scene. Let's clap it up for our actors. All right. So what we just saw kind of unfold on some levels may have just felt like three friends hanging out at a party, maybe making some weird jokes, but overall just a couple of friends hanging out. But you might have also noticed quite a few red flags kind of popping up here and there. Just no wrong answers. What red flags do you think popped up during the course of that scene? Yeah. Yeah, absolutely. He's getting kind of pushy. He's trying to get at her. She doesn't seem to really be kind of feeling him in the same way, right? Yeah, absolutely. So being really pushy. Yeah. Anything else? Any other red flags you kind of noticed? Yeah. Trying to get her to drink alcohol when she doesn't want to. He's pushing drinks on her pretty heavily, right? So he's pushing drinks. He's kind of making advances that don't really seem to be all that reciprocated, right? All right. One more. Did I see another hand over here? Yeah. Very suspicious comments. Can you elaborate on that? Mhm. Absolutely. He's making some pretty sexist comments, right? He's saying the Timu comment of twice the size, half the quality. Like, that's just a terrible thing to say about a human being, regardless, right? Just in general, a lot of really insensitive and misogynistic comments coming from him, a lot of red flags just in how he speaks about women in general. There's also my character's aspect of it all, right? I seem to kind of pick up on some of those red flags. I'm trying to get Micah out of this situation. I'm saying, oh, catch a lift, let's go home. But I back down. What do you think made my character back down? Yeah? Sorry, one more time? The threat? Yeah, he's threatening me, right? He's putting these veiled threats. It seems like we're friends, but then he's leveraging that against me with a threat of, you didn't seem to mind all this, you didn't seem to mind this before, you're not going to be the one to stop me, right? What else might have made me stop? Yeah. He's my friend and I don't want to upset him. Absolutely. That's a huge part of this, right? There's so many times that we as people, maybe our instincts get activated like, hey, this is a bad situation. I gotta move something around. I gotta get somebody out of here. But then there's that fear. There's that fear, that social fear, that fear of danger, right? Maybe I'm afraid he's gonna hurt me. Maybe I'm afraid of just losing a friend, right? And that fear can get in the way of our instincts. Humans are animals, animals have instincts, but animals in the wild act on those instincts immediately without hesitating. We as people, we have that self-doubt creep in, we have that fear creep in, and that fear stops those instincts in their tracks. And that was something that I wanted to touch on. So with all of that in mind, we're gonna fast forward into our second scene of the night. We're back at Prismar's place. It's just Prismar and Micah now. My character Yasser, he's been gone for a couple hours at this point. And we're gonna see what happens when it's just kind of left to the two of them. So actors, are you ready?
So like, all that talk about Tinder earlier, it got me thinking, like, are you really getting satisfied this far?
Oh my god, Micah.
Because like, you know,
That's what.
if you're lonely, I could totally help in that department.
Is your lift like almost here? Because it's like.
I'm just
pretty
gonna
late
have
already.
one more drink and then I'll call it, okay? Do you want another drink?
No. I think I'm gonna call it a night. I'm gonna go to bed. Bye.
That sounds like a great idea. Let's go to bed.
Whoa! I meant like I'm gonna go to bed alone. Thank you.
Prismar, you can drop it. It's okay. I can see it. You're into me, I'm into you. You can just drop the whole good girl routine.
I'm sorry. I didn't. Let go of me, okay?
This is cute.
Let go of me.
Hey, come on.
Let go of
just
me.
relax.
Freeze. As terrible as it is to watch a scene like this unfold that ends in a sexual assault, this is unfortunately not an isolated incident. When we started this work with Pure Praxis in 2014, we knew that 1 in 10 men and 1 in 3 women who experience sexual assault at some point in their lifetime. It's been 12 years. Those numbers have not changed. We're much more likely to talk about it now, but we have so much work left to do when it comes to bringing those numbers down. And when we look at this scene that we have here, the actor's frozen in, is Chrismar giving consent to Micah here? No, absolutely not. Everybody is shaking their head no. Why not? What in her body language is saying no? Yeah. She literally is saying the word no. Yeah, absolutely. She said no 4 or 5 different times in this scene, right? I saw another hand over here. The same thing. She said no. Absolutely. Actors, you can go ahead and drop that image. Thank you. Now, that wasn't the only instance, right? Her literally getting defensive and holding her hands up, saying no, pushing him off. There were so many other points. What other points throughout the scene was she showing that she was not consenting to any sexual activity with Micah? Yeah. Yeah. She's trying to go to bed. And she's very clear, I want to go to sleep. I'm not trying to go to bed with you. I'm trying to go to sleep. She said that directly. Not to mention in the scene before, she said, all right, you guys go. I'm turning in for the night, right? What was maybe one other time throughout this scene that she said no, she was not consenting, that Micah maybe ignored? Up top. Yeah, up top. Yeah, absolutely. Right at the start of this second scene, right? She says, so when is your lift going to get here? She's clearly uncomfortable with the fact he's still here. Again, it's been several hours since the first scene. Not only that, I don't know if you guys picked up on it. Micah said, I'll have one more drink and then I'll call the Uber. He hasn't even called it yet. He has no intention to leave. He never intended to leave that night. So there's just series after series of him ignoring Chrismar saying no here. And that's one of the most important things to address here is the fact that Chrismar has said no a million times over, and Micah has violated every single one of those no's.
CPP defines consent as affirmative, conscious, and voluntary agreement to sexual activity, requiring a clear yes signal, like words or actions, and never accepting silence or lack of resistance as a yes. Now, this prohibits sexual activity with those incapacitated, like people under the effects of drugs or alcohol or unconscious, and those under the legal age. Now, a prior consent or a relationship does not imply future consent. And we are going into our next scene. All that you need to know is that a few weeks have passed, and my character has decided to write a campus report. Actors, whenever you're ready.
Oh, you were so right about Tinder. I got straight up catfish.
Oh, dude, that sucks. What, was like a butterface or something, man?
Even worse, a booty doo.
You gotta help me out, man. I'm not that caught up on things. What's a booty do?
It's when her stomach sticks out further than a booty doo.
I swear to God. You're the worst. You're the worst. Oh my God, I think you got a worse story than Chrismar at this point, man.
Dude, don't even say her name around me. I don't want to hear it.
Dude, are you still bitter she shot you down a couple weeks ago?
Who said she shot me down?
Dude, you did. You're literally the one that told me at her party like 3 weeks ago you guys didn't hook up.
Yeah, because the vibes were off, not because she shot me down. See, this is why I'm in hot water, because people like you are just making up rumors.
Whoa, slow down, man. What are you talking about?
She filed a report against me. She said that I was making like inappropriate comments all night, and that I forced myself on her. It's total BS.
Yeah, wow, I didn't...
You were there, man. You saw her. She was all over me. She's probably just mad because I ghosted her.
Okay, yeah, I mean, I'll be real. I don't know what went down after I left. I left kind of early into the night, man, but I mean, you get a little pushy when you're drunk, so
Yes! Are you serious right now? You're on her side?
I'm not taking sides here, man. I'm just...
Well, you should, because I could get kicked out of school for this, and she's making up fake stories.
I don't know. I don't know what went down. I'm not trying to...
I can't believe you do this to me after everything I've done for you.
Look, man, it has nothing to do with what happened.
No, seriously. Because how do you think you would feel if everybody found out about your little secret? You don't want that heat again, do you?
No, I don't.
No. So, what?
So I got your back.
Thank you, man. That's all I'm asking for. I need loyal people in my corner. Yasser, bro, you have to remember who your real friends are.
Sure.
I gotta go.
Yeah.
Yasser, I was looking for you. How are you?
Hi. Hey.
Okay, do you still want to catch Party Supreme tonight?
Shoot, I totally forgot. I double booked.
It's fine, it's fine. But I really want to watch it with you. So, how's Friday night?
I actually have plans Friday night. I'm sorry, I can't. So
You never have Friday night plans. Are you going on a date?
it's not a date. I'm just busy. Okay.
Okay, I'm sorry that I asked. Is everything okay?
I'm fine. I just look. I was talking to Micah, and I just.
Oh. What were you guys talking about?
Prismar, please don't make this harder than it already is. You know what you did. Everybody knows what happened.
What I
so
did? What did I do?
It doesn't matter.
No, okay, it matters to me. What are people saying?
I don't know. I guess they think that you're like upset he didn't call you the next day or whatever.
What? That is not what happened. Okay, you were there. You know that I wasn't even into Micah.
Okay. Then why were you alone with him?
Are you kidding me? I didn't plan it if that's what you're insinuating. We were at my party, and then you left, and we were left alone, and it's not your fault, but like...
Whoa. Yeah, you're not my responsibility, Prismar. Whatever you two do behind closed doors, that's your business.
Okay, I'm not saying that I am, but... What? I don't have a voice even though this happened to
I'm
me?
not trying to say that.
If you really want to know, because apparently everybody wants to gossip about my life now. I told him to stop, but he was just too strong, and I couldn't do anything.
I can't have this
And
conversation.
you have to understand, you may not know what this is like, but I had to do something. It was the hardest thing
Okay,
I
look,
ever
Prismar, you're not the only one this has happened to, okay?
What? I'm sorry, I didn't know. Do you want to talk about it?
Why would I want to talk about it? It's not the same for guys, okay? If you come out and you talk about it, then you just become this walking joke for the rest of your life, okay? Reporting it is a mistake. I'm begging you, please take the report back.
I can't.
I don't want this attention you're getting, so you do you, just leave me the hell alone.
Yasser, come on.
And scene. Can we get a round of applause for our actors? All right, so we just saw how Yasser, one of Prismar's good friends, reacted to this whole incident. And she's hearing about what other people are apparently saying about her. What do you think is going through Prismar's mind right now? Anybody? Any answer is correct. I'll point to you. Well, she's probably confused. She might be blaming herself. She's overwhelmed, right? I mean, she just had one of her best friends blame her for the situation, try to put it back on her. And, you know, we find that a lot of times survivors of these incidents, these traumatic events, come out of it feeling confused, mulling over every piece of information, and oftentimes, unfortunately, blaming themselves. It's incredibly sad, and it's part of the work we're trying to dispel, right? What is something that we kind of learned about Yasser's character near the end of that scene? Yes, sir.
So for me personally, I think I have two criticisms of Yasser's character. Is that number one, we kind of got into the victim blaming part, which is you cannot do this. And the second thing is that I really honestly I feel for him because I know that he has already like sword over his head that he doesn't want to be dropped. He's being blackmailed by the other character. But I wish Yasser's character knew that there are both consequences. There's consequences to doing the right thing, there's consequences to doing the wrong thing. But if you choose the consequences of the right thing, there's virtue.
Well, I think that's beautifully put. I really appreciate that. You touched on something that's super important that we want to talk about is victim blaming, right? We see that in these situations. It's incredibly prevalent and super super unfortunate. Just to return to Yasser though, right? So obviously he's not handling the situation the way we hoped he would, but was there something he kind of revealed, some information he gave about himself that might be some reason why he's not reacting how we want him to? A similar situation might have happened to him. Can we just like put a name to it? What's the similar situation that we think happened to Yasser? Yeah, he was sexually assaulted, right? We can say that. But Yasser didn't say, I was sexually assaulted too. He came out, he used coded language, he kind of talked about it in an indirect way. Why do you think Yasser talked about it in an indirect way rather than just saying, this is same thing happened to me? Why wouldn't he have been direct and just say it straight up? Yes, sir. Say it again? He's embarrassed. Why would he be embarrassed? He's taken advantage of, and it was him taken advantage of, right? We have this kind of unfortunate stigma in our culture, in our society, that this doesn't happen to men, when we know for a fact it does happen to men as well.
Those things that you guys kind of mentioned are stereotypes that we hear growing up around what it means to be a man, what it means to be a woman. For example, growing up, I heard things like, act like a lady, don't call attention to yourself, you gotta be pleasing to others. And I don't necessarily abide by those growing up, but I recognize them.
Yeah, and so since we're touching on this subject of stereotypes, and we've got tons of stereotypes in our culture about women, but to kind of switch our focus back to Yasser, can I get some masculine stereotypes, some stigmas we have about what it means to be a man that a lot of us heard while we were growing up? Any volunteers? Yeah, what was it? Men are strong. Great. Will you just remember that for me, that you said that right there? Men are strong. Shout it out, don't be afraid. Anything else? I know we've heard them. Men are stoic. Yeah, men are supposed to hold in their feelings. Can we say, you know what? No, that's perfect. Men are stoic. Can you remember that for me, my friend? All right. I know you guys are jumping at the bit. You guys have another amazing, really, really poignant thing to add to this conversation. Go ahead. I need one more, just one more. Men are stoic, men are strong. Yes, it's weak to be vulnerable. Brilliant, okay? I like that. So, we have men are strong, men are stoic, and it is weak to be vulnerable, okay? Yeah, those are all things. Whether or not we believe them, it's been ingrained into us as we've grown up, and we've all heard it, and we're influenced by it, whether we want to be or not. So now I kind of just want to do a group activity. Don't worry, it's going to involve every single one of you. But if you gave me something to say, if you gave me one of those things, will you just stand up at your seat? Just at your seat. 1, 2, 3. Okay, excellent. Okay, now everybody else, if you are sitting at your seat, right? I need you all to do this with me. You're going to take one hand and put it out in front of your shoulder. Now take your other hand and put it out in front of your other shoulder. So you should have 2 hands up, palms towards each other, shoulder width apart. Now you're all going to demonstrate a round of applause because our volunteers are coming up on stage. Thank you so much. Come on up. All right, yeah. Keep the energy up. They didn't know they were coming. Just go ahead and make them up. Line up right here in front of the stage. Come over here, my friend.
That's it?
No, yeah. Just stand right there. Yeah, facing the audience. Please stand right here, my friend. Face the audience. And then. Okay. All right. Awesome. Okay. Yes. These guys are being told what to do. We love them for it. So I would just love for you to introduce yourself to me and your peers up here. So I'm gonna just take this mic that's underneath here. Never mind. Just say it real loud. Okay. What is your name, my friend?
Hello, my name is Jake.
Jake. That's okay. Thank you. They're loud.
I'm Nini.
Really awesome. What's your name?
I'm Omar.
so if I remember correctly, we have men are stoic, men are strong, and it is weak to be vulnerable. Perfect. Okay, so these are stereotypes about men we've all heard, we're all familiar with. I just want to take it one step further, okay, and I want to put it into some imagery. So, not just yet, but when I count to 3, I want you to strike right here, Omar. This is just for you right now. I want you to strike kind of a stereotypical masculine pose, okay? It could be whatever you want, you know, break out the guns, throw up the fisticuffs, maybe give me a little Fernando Mendoza, some Heisman action. You got it? All right, and audience, I need you guys to help me with this, so we're gonna count up to 3, and Omar's gonna hit his pose. You ready? 1, 2, 3. It's hard to follow that act up, but I know they're just chomping at the bit to give me their own masculine poses. And so, I'm gonna count down up to 3 again, and I want all you guys to give me one pose, okay? It can be whatever you want, right? Masculine pose, just guns, or Heisman, or fisticuffs. He did a mix of every single one of them. So just pick one, all right? Don't think about it too hard. Audience again, ready? 1, 2, 3. Okay, so we had Omar. I'm just gonna take your first pose, right? That was, yeah, that's cool. Nini, what, it was Heisman? What was it? Okay, cool. And then that was like this, Mr. Bowles. That's awesome. So, what I'm gonna do next here is, in just a moment, I'm gonna have each of you guys get back into those poses, right? And then I'm gonna go down the line and I'm gonna have you say those masculine stereotypes again, right? So men are stoic, men are strong, and it's weak to be vulnerable, right? And first, I'm gonna have Yasser start talking. He's gonna start talking, and then I'm gonna move down the line here, and I'm gonna point at you one by one, and you're going to say that masculine stereotype. Don't be afraid to interrupt Yasser. In fact, it's even better if you do interrupt Yasser. All right, is everybody clear what they're doing? If you have a question, don't be afraid to ask. Yeah, so here, everybody's gonna get in your pose. Hit the pose. Nina, you too, yeah? Hit the pose. Great, awesome. All right, and now I'm gonna get Yasser to start talking, and then I'm gonna come and point you, you're gonna say your masculine role. And just interrupt him. Okay, hit the pose. There we go, and Yasser, when you're ready.
Thank you so much for taking the time to meet with me. I just feel like it's really important that I let you know what's been going on recently.
Stoic.
I've been trying to maintain like a level head about this all. It's really important to me that you know that this happened. I just want to make sure it doesn't happen to anybody else.
Strong.
I'm trying to be strong, but I feel like that's what I'm doing right now. I'm trying to be strong by telling you what happened because I haven't really told anybody this yet.
And our final voice.
Vulnerability is weak. I'm so sorry, this was a mistake.
You guys can drop the poses. All right, so yeah, give a quick round of applause. So obviously, we're trying to make this whole activity silly and fun. So I understand giggling; it makes a lot of sense. But right there, we saw an example of somebody, a man like Yasser, who's maybe trying to come forward and seek resources and seek help after being assaulted, after experiencing a trauma like this. And he's hearing these voices in his head. Men are strong. They can deal with this. This type of thing doesn't happen to them. Men are supposed to be stoic. You're supposed to contain this and deal with it on your own. And being vulnerable is weak. So if he's getting all these voices in his head when he's trying to come forth and talk about this with somebody and hopefully get some help, what do you think is going to happen? Any ideas? He's trying to come forward and he's hearing all these voices, these negative masculine stereotypes in his head. What might happen? Yes, sir. He's going to leave. He's going to double down. He's not going to release and come forward about these emotions. He's going to bottle them up, right? What happens when we bottle up our emotions? Shout it out. You know, we explode. Yeah, exactly. It's pretty straightforward. And to put that into like realistic terms, right? When we explode, what does that mean? Well, we do crazy things. Like we might harm ourselves. We might harm other people in our lives because we don't have a good outlet for that. And maybe what's the most extreme thing that could happen to somebody when they're bottling up their emotions and they have no outlet for it? Suicide. Yeah. And even though this training today is about sexual assault and Title IX, those sorts of things, it's heavily, heavily intertwined with mental health. And that's what our program is attempting to do when we do this, when we start having these conversations, is we want to dispel these stigmas that men can't be vulnerable or men can't talk about these sorts of things, because we don't want the most drastic thing to happen. We want everybody to feel safe accessing the resources that are available to them and that they need to feel better. And now, everybody give one last round of applause to our wonderful volunteers. Please return your seats. Thank you so much. Much appreciated for your time.
You all were amazing. Thank you so much for joining us up on stage. Of course, they didn't know that was going to happen, but that made the show better. 100%. The show is as good as the audience interaction is, and that was fantastic. So thank you. To circle back to a lot of what we've been discussing on stage here today, we've been doubling down, tripling down on a lot of those red flags that we've been seeing between the characters, right? And can anybody remind me what the first line of the show was? Does anybody remember? Take your shirt off. Yeah. The first thing that was said, Micah's character looks to Chris Marr's character and says, take your shirt off, right? That's off rip a really, really messed up thing to say to somebody at a party, obviously, right? Now, does anybody know what the continuum of harm is? Has anybody heard that term before? One or two? Okay. So to give you just kind of a working definition, I'm going to give you a bit of an example, right? Imagine a spectrum, like A to Z, this like line, right? Over on one side, at A, you might have something that seems innocuous or innocent enough on its own, maybe some raunchy jokes that you crack with your friends, right? But then those jokes escalate, and everything escalates further and further and further. Maybe it escalates to unwanted physical contact. Maybe it escalates to not taking no for an answer. And on the extreme end of it, we have violent sexual assault and rape. So what we want to address here is this continuum, is this escalation of harm, this continuum of harm. So initially, we have that first moment, right? Take your shirt off. Micah says, take your shirt off to Chris Marr. We're already a few steps past A. That's already a pretty extreme thing to say to somebody. But if you remember, after you get into that moment, shortly after when you ask if she's single, unwanted physical contact, right? Immediately, he pushes straight past the boundary of the uncomfortable joke. He pushes into this. Actors think you can go ahead and drop that image. And then, if we recall, what happens after that? I'm not going to call you up on stage this time, I promise. Do we remember what happens after he grabs her shoulders? Maybe what's the next escalation that we saw? Yeah.
Was it the asking her for a drink? She said no.
Yeah, pushing drinks on her? Yeah, absolutely. Pushing drinks, that's a huge thing, right? So he's already made uncomfortable comments. He's broken the touch barrier in a way that she was not really comfortable with. He starts pushing drinks on her. And then we start to see that in the second scene, he's not taking no for an answer anymore, right? Chris Marr told him to go home. He said, oh, I'll get one more drink, then I'll call the lift. I want to go to bed. No, I think I'll stay here. Maybe we could go together. He stops taking no for an answer, and unfortunately, we know how this scene ends. So that's what we want to focus on, is this escalation. We're not policing the language you use. We're not saying you can't make these jokes with your friends in a controlled environment. We are saying when these one and done comments become a pattern, when they become escalations, when it becomes pushing boundaries constantly to see what you can get away with. That is a problem, and that's what we wanted to focus on.
All right, so thinking about this continuum of harm, we're gonna start, we want you guys to know what you could do in this situation. So for example, if you were there, if you were a part of this friend group, and you were hanging out there, and you heard Micah say, "Take your shirt off," and you're like, this is a pattern at this point, like, what's a way that you could step up and say something? What do you think? Any ideas on what to do in that situation? Everything is valid. Over there.
Our best friend.
Literally.
I would probably like pull him aside and be like, yo, you need to be weird, you know,
Just call him, you're being weird. That's perfect, yes. And pull him aside, like you don't have to embarrass him in front of others. That's a great tactic if you guys are friends, and being honest. Now, going a little further in the continuum of harm, what's something you could have done, for example, when my character had stepped out to take the phone call, and they were discussing whether they were gonna take an Uber together or not. If you were there with the two of them, what could you have done? Yeah, you. Wait, did you?
Not leave them alone together.
Huh?
Like not leave them alone together.
Not leave them alone together. Yes, perfect. Can you elaborate on that?
Either make him get in the like lift with you, or just like not leave until he like.
Yes, perfect. And now going into the aftermath of the situation. You saw the scene between my character and Yasser's character. We were pretty upset. We are both victims. If one of us or both of us were your friend, how could you be there for your friend? What's a way that you could support? Offer resources? Yes, that's perfect. I think you guys know what's coming. So if you gave me an example, can you stand up? It was just 3 of you. And yeah, you guys know what's coming. We gave them a round of applause. And we're going to see this play out. Now, they did not know that they were coming up on stage, so we're gonna help them. It's gonna be a group exercise. Can you come on stage? Yes. And let's give them another round of applause.
Thanks, guys. Thanks, guys. Thanks, guys.
And let's have you stand over here. And then you give the last one. Like next to you. Yes. This is when our name comes into praxis. Praxis. You guys are part of it. You're not just listening to, I don't know, like a slideshow with an AI voice playing over it. So what are you guys' names?
My name's Prince.
Say it, Prince.
Oh, my name's Prince.
Yeah.
I'm Bobby.
Oh, Serena.
All right, and you, Prince, you had the idea of pulling him aside after we made the weird comment about the shirt. All right. Do you feel like you got it? Do you have any questions?
Oh, what am I doing?
We're gonna play out the scene, and we're gonna act like you're in the situation. You're part of the friend group. Yeah. All right. So let's get started. You guys are waiting right here. All right.
The 3 of us have the added benefit of we're wearing microphones, so it's a lot easier for everybody to hear us. So I'm going to hit you this, and you just speak into that.
Hello?
Yeah.
Yeah, just hold it in front of you, and that way everybody will get to hear your beautiful voice while we get through this scene.
All right, and we're gonna go right to the top of the scene.
Right.
No.
You know what that means? You gotta take your shirt off. What's that? What's good? just gonna pretend we went to the side. What's up, man? Why are you being weird?
I'm not gonna lie, bro. That was unacceptable. You can't make comments like that, bro. Like,
I wasn't even being serious. And she didn't care. What? You're fine, right? You didn't mind. You're fine.
It's fine.
does
It's
she look fine? Does she look fine?
Does she? She just said she was fine.
Hey, I'm just
Whatever.
saying, man, you gotta calm down with this. All you gotta do is calm down.
Calm down. I'm just being myself. I'm just having fun. We're all just having fun. You're just drinking
You
too.
gotta change yourself.
What should I do instead? What do you mean? I'm trying to like flirt at least. I'm trying to let her know I'm into her.
What you should do instead, I'll just keep the comments to yourself, bro. You don't gotta say that. Like, come on. You got raised better. I know you do.
I appreciate you for being real with me. Thank you.
I got you.
All right. This was great. What are some things that you noticed worked? Like, over there? What?
Yeah, you said you were raised better than me.
Yes. Thank you.
Yeah.
All right. That was great. Like he physically removed him from next to me, so he created space. He was straightforward, but he was not offensive. Things like that. That's what we're trying to point out in this situation. But you did great.
Thank you, sir.
Prince.
Now we're jumping forward in time, and my character has stepped out to take the phone call, and it's just the three of you. You're trying to figure out the lift situation. And one thing I forgot to mention, but we did pretty good, is that when we talk in regular life, we talk like this, but we're doing a show, and people want to see your beautiful face and everything that we're saying. So try to speak into the mic and face forward as much as you can. Do you feel good? All right. Give a round of applause.
Oh man.
Are you ready to get going?
Yeah. I think I'll stay here, but really shoot my shot with Chris Martin.
I don't think that's a good idea.
I think that's a good idea. She's been on with me all night. What do you mean?
No, she does not want to get with you, bro.
What, did she tell you that?
I think it's pretty obvious by her body language.
By her body language. I don't know what body language you're seeing, but to me it seemed like she was all over me.
You're kind of wrong, monkey.
Well, listen, I disagree with you, and I think I'm going to stay and find out, so.
I just really don't think that's a good idea. I mean, we could wait until she gets back and ask her if she's comfortable with that.
Well, I mean, I think that might be kind of weird if we all three ask her if she wants to hook up with me.
I mean, we wouldn't be asking, but I mean, I think it's just better if we're here still.
Better if you're here. I mean, what, you're going to just sit here and cock block me? Like, what the heck?
I don't know, if she's down for it, then we'll leave, but if she's not, then you shouldn't be here.
I mean, I don't know. I kind of thought you guys were going to leave, though. Like, she just said to leave, but, like, I don't know. She gave me a wink, I feel like.
But we didn't see that. If she comes back out and says she wants it, then okay, cool. But if not, then
So you're really just going to stay here with me?
yeah, we're all friends. What's the problem?
Yeah, no, that's fair. Okay. Well, cool.
Thank you. Good job. What are some things that worked over there in this situation? What did you see? Tactics that she used? She did really good.
I like the implementation of a compromise.
Yes, compromise. She really said, I am not leaving. Let's wait till she comes back and we'll hear from her. Like, she was really determined and compromised to staying. Anybody else notice anything that you guys liked, you thought would work in real life? Yes, no room for anything weird, right? We're friends. What's the problem with... Yes, that was great. Another round of applause. intervention. You actually, what you said with resources, you like nailed it because when you want to support a victim of assault, we like to use an acronym that's ARC. Has anybody heard the term ARC before? You have? Okay, that's where you got it from. All right, so for those of you who don't know, ARC stands for Affirmation, Resources, and Control. Affirmation, resources, and control. This is a great, it's a great concept to abide by when you're trying to help somebody, because the main thing that victims are struggling with after coming forward with an assault, or even before coming forward, is that power has been taken away from them. They feel like they can't do anything. So by you affirming them and giving them back that power, you are reassuring that they have power over the situation, they have control, as we will get to later. And then we want to get to resources. What are the things that you can reach out to? We have Candy over here, and all the resources that you have at school. And most importantly, you can offer yourself as a resource. You as a friend, as somebody that can just listen, you are a resource. And then we get to control. As much as we want to help, as much as we care about our friend, we just gave them back power. So let them decide how they want to move forward. Do not try to make decisions for them. Just be there and support. And since you're familiar with the term, I think you're gonna do great. Do you feel okay stepping into this scene? Yeah? You're gonna talk to Yasser. Okay? Any questions? You feel good? All right. Let's give her a round of applause.
Hey, thanks for grabbing lunch with me. I don't know, I guess I've had some stuff on my mind and was just trying to talk through it, I guess. I don't know, just, I'm sure you heard about Prismara filing her report with everything that went down a couple weeks ago. I don't know, it kind of made some kind of things from a while back kind of resurfaced for me, and I don't know, I'm sorry, this is kind of stupid, we don't have to. Yeah, I mean, that's amazing. I didn't even know how those resources were around, so that's...
I could show you where it is, too.
Yeah, really?
Yeah, if you're interested.
I mean, are you busy right now?
No, I'm free. Yeah, let's go. Let's go.
Yeah, thank you.
All right, I don't know if in the back you could hear it, but I could hear it. She did great. She not only affirmed him, she offered all the resources that are in school, and she offered herself as a resource. She said, I could go with you if you don't want to go alone. And he felt safe when she said that. And she said, I can go right now. Like, I have nothing to do if you want us to go right now and talk to the office or, yeah. So that was a great example.
And that brings us to the end of our show, everybody. So, just to wrap things up, we are Peer Praxis, and our goal is to make the world a better place, a safer place. We try and provide these trainings that workplaces and colleges and all these places that you have to do, right? It's common sense trainings, but it's stuff that we must remind ourselves of. But we want to do it in a way that is engaging and brings people into the practice, right? You practice your sports, but we don't practice our real world interactions. So that's what we try to do here today. You guys were awesome. Thank you so much for participating. And we're really stoked to come here to Cal Poly Pomona, where you guys have resources and have institutions that help us out with this. So we really thank you for letting us come here and do this training. And thank you guys for your attention today.
Okay, before before we go, I just want to really quickly review those resources we have on campus. As you know, I'm here from Office of Equity and Compliance. Who can tell me where are we located? I heard it over here. It was a correct, and I promise I'm not going to have you come to the front. What was it? The SSB, better known as the Spaceship Building. That's what I heard somebody call it. We are located in the Spaceship Building. We're on the west side, second floor. So you can always call us, come visit us in person, submit an incident report on our website, anything that has to do with sexual harassment, sexual misconduct, dating and domestic violence, sexual exploitation, gender biases, stereotypes that you've been subjected to. You can always report to our office. You have a panel up here who's a great resource. Your coaches are all trained in receiving disclosures, so you can always seek those resources. We do have confidential resources on campus that you can speak to. Do you know who those confidential resources are? Can you just yell it out if you know it? Okay, so our first one is SAS, and that stands for Survivor Advocacy Services, and they're located right by the Bronco Bookstore, along with CAPS, and that's the Counseling and Psychological Services. Both of those departments are completely confidential. You can see them at any time without fear of them telling anyone on campus. They can guide you. They will let you know what your resources are, and they're open during regular business hours, but they also have a crisis line that you can reach out to. The Care Center is also another resource that you can seek services with. You know, they offer vouchers for food, they offer housing, they have a lot of wellness workshops. They have MyFis that you can, use from their office. They have clothing if you need it for an interview. They have lots and lots of resources. So never feel like you're alone. If you need assistance, please seek us out. We're here for you. I hope you enjoyed the presentation today, and I'd like to ask for one round of applause for all of And as always, if you want to speak to us, we're here. Please check with Pamela if you need to sign the sign-in sheet to get credit for being here today. Anything else you want to add, Pamela? Okay, we're good. We're good to go.